I love the smell of octane in the afternoon. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to race number 7 of the chase. It is the end of round number 2. And after today, 3 more drivers will be kicked off the curb and have their hopes of a championship dashed. 2 drivers, however, go into this race mathematically locked in to the next round. Those drivers, of course, being our championship leaders, Cody Lamas and Bryce Riles. Cody locked himself well over a race in, and Bryce Riles basically is mathematically locked in because he has more points than it is possible to finish with second place. So, with that in mind, Austin Spencer, Alan Bledsoe, Stephen Merzlike, Zen Langton, Chase Carpenter, John Mullen, and Joy Ravenhurst are left to battle for the championship. And looking at the point standings right now, Zen Langton, Carpenter, Mullen, and Ravenhurst all right at that cutoff point. They are spread out by only 14 points at the moment between Langton and Ravenhurst. So it's going to be a fight to see who gets in. Chase Carpenter, of course, very surprising that he's down here. 4 wins this season, and he is the first driver below the cutoff line. Ravenhurst, 3 wins. Also surprising, she is on the bottom of the cutoff list. We started the chase with 12 drivers. After today, we'll only have 6. Lawrence Riles, of course, already locked in. Spencer in a decent position. He is in third, 21 points ahead of Alan Bledsoe. Merzlak is actually another 48 ahead of Langton and 25 behind Alan Bledsoe. So the top 4 in good standing at the moment. Merzlak kind of iffy right now, but after 2 wins in the chase leading into this round, I'm sure he has a good spot here. Anyways, speaking of Alan Bledsoe, he's actually going to be our pole sitter for the race. Craigo second, Spencer, Carpenter. As we mentioned, below the cutoff line, he has a good starting spot here. Leinhardt, Ackroth, Langton, Zimmerman, Miller, Ravenhurst, Bourne, Kiro, Corbett, Riles, Mahari, the top 15.
Drivers, to your cars.
John Mullen will be starting 25th, Langton 7th, Ravenhurst 10th. Carpenter, we already mentioned, in 4th. Lamas, a very poor start to this event. 36th on the grid. So we get set to go racing here at North Wilkesboro. I forgot to say what track it was. Anyways, green flag is out. They're racing off of turn number 4 and down in turn 1. Alan Bledsoe already clear of Craigo as they head through turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway for the first time today. 100 laps around this track. Craigo now side by side with Alan Bledsoe. Bledsoe gets run on the inside though. Short track, short tempers. Let's see how well these guys can navigate this track. Recently remodeled and refurbished for the updated racing. Craigo falls back in line behind Alan Bledsoe now as Spencer looks to clear Carpenter for third. Finally, now it's Leinhardt and Carpenter side by side for fourth. We're already on lap 3, almost on lap 4. 3 wide farther in the back, as you see here. Simon Curio backs out of it. 3 wide farther in the back, too. It's Paul Bledsoe. Ooh. He may be mathematically locked in, but Tony Lamas either having early issues this weekend, just not having speed, or he's just playing it cool knowing he's mathematically locked in. Either way, he's right now fighting to not be last, I guess. Back up towards the front, there we go. Crago now hightailing it behind 24 of Alan Bledsoe. Carpenter fends off Lionheart for fourth. Now trying to attack Spencer for the third position. Spencer, as we mentioned, already in a good spot, but Carpenter isn't. He needs to get as many points as he can. Then Langton up there in sixth now. He started seventh, if I recall correctly. And yeah, Zen and Chase right now trying to fight to stay alive right now. Carpenter is only 5 points behind the 82 of Langton. And Carpenter right now, because I believe, if I recall correctly, the transition from fourth to fifth is 4 points, as well as the transition from fifth to sixth. But if Carpenter were to get ahead Austin Spencer, that'd be another 5 points. As transition from fourth to third, it's 5 points per that position. Meanwhile, in the middle field, Bryce Riles fights alongside Joy Ravenhurst. Ravenhurst just hasn't had the speed since the early portion of the season. Struggled throughout the summer months. Merzlak not having a good day today. Currently running 31st. Went into this event 48 points ahead of Langton, so he's still in a good position points-wise. Just not in good position on track right now. Top two pulling away. Spencer's putting some ground on Carpenter now. As the field begins to spread out on this short track. Last week's winner, Jesse Dalton, up there now in 22nd, battling for 22nd right now against Dominic Cousins. Spencer now trying to catch the top two. Alan Bledsoe's led since the drop of the green flag. We're already on lap 15. Of course, I say that and I'm over, and I'm like, we're only on lap 15? Feels like it's been longer. Of course, one Bledsoe is at one end of the field, the other Bledsoe at the tail end of the field. In fact, Paul Bledsoe's well over a half of a lap away from behind his brother. And about quarter of a lap away from being lapped by the 24. Alex Miller, the 69 of Andrew Eckroth, surprising runs up at the front. Quick Bourne up there in 10th. 99 of Kyle Corbett. Very good runs for them today so far in the going here. Ooh, big slide for the 32 of Paul Bledsoe as we cut to him on the front straightaway. Looks like he got into the 3 Michaels and just didn't want to wreck the 03. DeMax with the defensive line through turns 1 and 2 while battling with the 97 of Riles. Looking through the field, there's a lot of lime green banners up here near the front of the field. You got them in first, third, fourth, sixth. '17th, 18th, 20th. Mullen's been able to, I think, pick up a few spots and start. Where did he start? Mullen started 25th. So, yeah, Mullen on the move already in P20. We're going to take 19th away from the 14. Of course, being on the outside looking in, not new to the 56 team. They were on the outside looking in going into Rockingham at the end of round 1. And Mullen was able to continue on to the next round. Just oh so barely, though. That's top 2 once again pulling away from Austin Spencer. Spencer, though, a lot of ground between him and the 88. As Paul Bledsoe now looks to pass Dakota Hayner for 38th. About a quarter of a lap now until Alan Bledsoe hits lap traffic. Alan Bledsoe now pulling away from Crago just a little bit. As at the end of this lap, we'll already be a quarter way done with this race, and it hasn't been that much long. It's 49 battle 69 for the 8th position. Ooh, Corbett's up to 10th. Ooh. Looks like 78 of Quickborn has lost a few spots. Riles now up to 16th. Ravehurst still in 18th. Mullen up to 19th, though. That's another 2 points, I think it's still in this range. It's all but the same straightaway now between Alan Bledsoe and lap traffic. Definitely the same turn, as it looks like the turns are longer than the straightaways. Alright. Now battling side by side with Andrew Egroth. Egroth in danger of falling outside the top 10. He will. Ravehurst now looking to get around to Max in the 90 as John Mullen's right on her back bumper. Looking to pick up 18th for himself. Max with a run on the high side, though. Ooh, Ravenhurst with a big slide out of turn 4. So we head back up front now. Lama's picked up a few spots since the start of the... In fact, he started in 36th. He is currently running in 34th. So only 2 spots gained after a few spots lost. At the start of this event, Merzlak not faring much better. 30th after running 31st earlier in this race when we last checked in on him. Mullins through to 18th. That's another few points gained. But it's mostly points gained on Steven Merzlak right now. Because unless the 82, 88, or even Alan Bledsoe himself have a problem. Basically, if John basically needs Carpenter, Langton, Merzlak, and maybe Alan Bledsoe all have undesirable results, I'm going to say. Not necessarily poor finishes, but not necessarily good finishes either. In order for him to stay alive in this chase. And honestly, it will be very surprising if Carpenter falls outside of the chase with the consistency he showed for most of the season. Max is on pit road. And at least 2 tires being changed on that number 90. It's going to be a 4-tire stop. Is it unscheduled or is it scheduled though? Max down and away now. Down this very slow pit road. Max did pit from the 19th position. It's now 3 chasers all right back to back, 16th, 17th, and 18th. Mullen, though, trying to make the pass on Ravenhurst. Because Ravenhurst right now is gaining those couple of points on John. By being ahead of him, that's not what John needs. Crago's now on the pit road, so DeMax down pit road a few laps earlier than the rest of the leaders. In fact, he's going to cycle out to behind Hunter Kiro, who is running 23rd. It's probably not a fast stop. Of course, he's also a teammate to Crago, who just pitted. Alan Bledsoe's down pit road. Basically, top 3 come down pit road. And more coming in. Crago and Max started a round of pit stops here. It's going to be interesting to see how this cycles out. Langton stays out another lap. As does Mullen. Takeda and Boston also stay out. Merzlak stays out. The 48 Alamas stays out. Hayner stays out. Now here comes Langton. It's going to be very surprising if anyone stays out this lap. Ooh, almost a collision there. You have to see how this cycles out. Crago right behind Alan Bledsoe. So Crago with a little bit faster stop than the 24. They get around the 03 Michaels. Both get held up by the 31 of Lana Keshiel. Crago now side by side with Alan Bledsoe. Ooh, Jackie Tang with no hood. There must have been contact on pit road. Crago now side by side with Hunter Kiro. As someone blows up, it's the 2 of Ryan Vaughn. Ryan Vaughn now slow on the track. Don't know if this is going to bring out a caution. It does. Caution is now out as the 2 is stopped on the middle of the track. That is going to be a very dangerous situation for drivers trying to get around. And it looks like the 84 is also on pit road with damage. It's going to be interesting to see how this cycles out now with the caution. Looks like Crago is going to remain in second. Hayner, Hunter Kiro, the 03, the 04, all lapped down by the looks of it. As well as the 12 and the 32. So, almost halfway through this race already. And we have a first caution of the race after an engine failure. Potentially. From the 2. What happened to the 84 of Recorder, though? And out of his pit stall, Tang is coming in. And okay. One minute he's just floating in air on Tang's hood, and the next minute he's okay. And it was a camshaft issue on the 2 car. This pace car dives in once again. Alan Bledsoe's going to be starting off from the outside row this time. It's going to be interesting how lap traffic plays into this. Green flag back out. Hayner still side by side with the 24. And now Bledsoe was clear of Hayner there briefly, but Hayner drove it deep into turn 1. He's going to try and get his lap back. Already lead lap cars trying to dive to the inside to try and gain positions. Craigo now actually losing ground to Alan Bledsoe, trying to fight hard on the outside to stay ahead of the lap traffic. Alan Bledsoe now surrenders, being in the clean air, to the 6 of Hayner, who's now on the tail end of the lead lap. Hunter Kiro now, next car in line to try and get back on the lead lap. Craigo still stuck on the outside. Joshua Michaels not letting him in. 3 wide farther back. That's Paul Bledsoe, Chase Carpenter, and the 25 of Austin Spencer 3 wide. Carpenter's trying to get 3rd away from the 25. But he has Alan Bledsoe right in front. Alan Bledsoe? No, that's Paul Bledsoe in 32. Whoops. Craigo's still stuck on the outside. Paul Bledsoe now clear of the battle for 3rd as Julian Nguyen gets really sideways farther back in the pack. At least I think that was Julian Nguyen. Is it Nguyen or the O2 Takeda? Oh no. Nguyen blew up. Exiting corner. That is another Ford engine that has blown up, as looks like caution is out for this incident. And the 6 of Hayner will get back on the lead lap thanks to this caution. And Alan Bledsoe back down pit road, as Hayner now trying to find a way around the pace car safely. There he goes. Looks like leaders are going to all come down pit road at this time. Bye. And the 24 team gets it done. And it was another camshaft issue for another Ford driver. Perhaps other Ford drivers haven't looked at this, because this is not a Team Penske issue, as the 2 car would be. It's not a Jackie Tang Racing issue. It is definitely some sort of issue with the Ford vehicles. So perhaps something to worry about for some of these Ford teams today. As Alan Bledsoe, the leader, Craigo 2nd, Carpenter retains 3rd, Spencer in 4th, and Langton in 5th. Carpenter and Langton definitely doing what they need to do in order to get up into the top 3, or above the cutoff line rather. Gorman joins the track. Let's go ahead and skip ahead over to the oh hey, what do you know? That was the on go signal. Through 3 and 4. We're gonna get 40 laps to go at the line. 2 cautions so far. Will there be more? Will more Fords blow up? Green flag is out pretty damn early. Hunter Kiro holding strong in turns 1 and 2. Alan Bledsoe trying to find grip on the outside, though. He will, but only momentarily as Hunter Kiro drives it hard into turn number 3. Now turn 4, Kiro with the advantage. And will still be considered a lap down at the line. Top 2 have separated themselves as the rest of the field starts the battle. Trying to fight for track position. With the 86 with a big slide off of turn number 4 there. Alan Bledsoe falls in line between Kiro and the 03 and Michaels. Crago is still fighting with Michaels. Crago way up the racetrack in 3 and 4. That's going to give Alan Bledsoe some breathing room. Carpenter way up the racetrack in 1 and 2. A lot of racing here farther back in the pack. John Mullen up to 12th now. The fight to stay alive in the chase. It's not over. Langton still in 5th. Austin Spencer in 4th. Chase Carpenter in 3rd. Crago finally clear of Michaels. We're going the wrong direction there. And has no lap traffic between himself and the 24. Can he run down Alan Bledsoe? We will have to see. Carpenter still stuck on the outside of Paul Bledsoe. Can't get to the inside. Paul Bledsoe strong in the inside lane because the inside lane is king here. But outside lane is king on the straightaways. I can't tell if Crago aimed to... Oh, yeah. In fact, Crago just ran his fastest lap of the race. That time by 1966. Oh boy. Crago has had to have made a deal with the devil or something. Looks like Alan Bledsoe was faster that time by though. Carpenter finally clear of Bledsoe, but not in the direction he wanted. Crago eats a little bit into Alan Bledsoe's lead. Carpenter now stuck between 2 lap cars. The 32 of Paul Bledsoe, 12 of Cousins. Has 3 lapped cars between himself and second place Crago. 30 to go now. That's just how fast things happen here. As they're 3 wide, that's Cody Lamas in 48 going 3 wide. For position, getting 2 in 1 turn there. He goes from 19th to 17th. Merzlak right behind him now, trying to follow through, trying to salvage something. As the top 2 drivers are starting to pull away from the rest of the field, along with a couple of lapped cars there as well. Crago slowly eating it into the lead of the 24. Jesse Dalton, last week's winner, running in 26th right now. Not a very good result for him so far, as the leaders are now about half a lap away from starting to hit lap traffic again. So it looks like Merrick Ishtar might have some sort of issue where he is slower than the rest of the field. He is definitely holding up the rest of the leaders up at the moment. It is a long freight train right behind him as Paul Bledsoe and Chase Carpenter trying to find a way around him. Alan Bledsoe opening up a little bit of breathing room between himself and Crago. It'll be 25 to go at the line. Carpenter, as of right now, is ahead of Langton in points. I'm not so sure about being ahead of Merzlak, though, because he is a full 53 points behind Merzlak going into this event. And with Merzlak currently running in 18th, that's still top of the half of the field. Not sure if that's going to do it. Crago 8 and 2. Bledsoe's lead just a smidge there. As Spencer trying to put nothing between himself and Carpenter. What about the run from the 99 team today? Very nice run by Kyle Corbett's team today. I believe this will only be like his third or fourth top 10 if he's able to pull it off. Zen Lengthenhauer going for the dive bomb. Or not dive bomb, but last minute attempt of a pass to try and take fifth away. Langton, of course, would still be behind Carpenter in points. Crago still closing. A little over the straightaway now until they hit lap traffic. 20 to go already. 19. It's going to be 19 to go at the line. Now, will they be able to make it? Because, if I recall correctly, they pitted right about the lap 40 mark, and we got a restart with 40 laps to go. Max, so that way we don't miss any action. What was the lap that Alan Bledsoe pitted on our green flag positions? He pitted on lap 40 going on 41. So probably right on the edge of his fuel window. Crago pitted the lap earlier, 39 going on 40. And of course, these guys also pitted under caution just a smidge earlier than that. So will very, very late race fuel strategy come in play into this finish? Who knows? Hunter Kiro is running 32nd. He wants to get a better finish today. It'll be 15 to go at the line for Allen and Bledsoe. As Paul Bledsoe finally on around the 04 of Merrick Ishtar. Chase Carpenter now trying to get to the inside of that 04. He will. Just notice Spencer is still behind the 12. Ooh, Carpenter with a big wobble exiting turn 4 there, going on to the front straightaway. Ooh, Crago knocked out a whole 10th that lap. It's kind of come down to the wire. 2 weeks in a row now, we've had the leader have second place right on their back bumper. Except last week, of course, it was second and third. Ooh, Crago nearly cut it down in half that time. Oh yeah, there was definitely something wrong with the 04 as they're now just pulling away. Alan Bledsoe able to put 400ths that time by. As someone is... Ooh, it's the 4 of... Oh, Craigo, I think, was able to beat... Ooh, whoa. Yeah, no, that's going to bring out a caution as the 4 disappears right as everyone's about to clobber into Jennifer Legacy there. And Craigo is going to get the lead here. The caution did not come out until after the leaders had already crossed the finish line. Don't know what the officials were thinking. I mean, Alan Bledsoe's obviously sliding. He almost hits the 4 of Jennifer Legacy. Comes oh so close. I'm gonna have to take a look at the onboard to see how close that was. Inches. If that. Like, Alan Bledsoe is sliding in the oil from the 4 car. And just narrowly misses slamming into the back end of the 4. I have no idea what the officials were thinking. However, they are scoring Alan Bledsoe as the leader, as Craigo has gone on and off pit road. So Craigo, I guess, feels he did not have enough fuel. Yeah, comes across the line first and then goes down pit road while Alan Bledsoe remains on track. So Craigo is going to lose a lot of positions suddenly late in the going here as we have less than 10 to go. Alan Bledsoe's in the catbird seat right now. Chase Carpenter is now in second. And he's got 2 lap cars between himself and the 24. Spencer, 1 lap car between himself and the 88. He sits third. The 99 of Corbett in fourth. Langton in fifth. Zimmerman, the Tucon's 500 winner, in sixth. And look who's in seventh. It is John fucking Mullen. What a drive from the back of the field. He started motherfucking 25th, and he's up to 7th here. As we're probably going to have like a 5-lap shootout. Yep, we're going to have a 5-lap shootout here to end this thing. Unless the 03 and 32 come down pit road now, I do believe Alan Bledsoe might have this in the bag. Through 3 and 4 for the 6th, the last time today. Off of turn 4, green flags in the air. We are racing for 5 last laps. As the caution is back out immediately. Ooh, Hayner upside down, rolling. That is going to end the race. Craigo with damage to the front end of his car. Alan Bledsoe is going to win this race due to the fact that this race will end under caution. What the hell happened? That happened, apparently. $13-mile-an-hour speed difference when Craigo hits Hayner, as Hayner just slows way up for the corner. Gets pile driven into by Craigo. Hayner up into the fence, even, I believe. Very hard impact. Vicious hit into the outside wall, gets up into the fence momentarily, and just rolls it down onto all fours. We're hearing he has climbed out of the car and is okay, though. So these guys didn't even get a chance to get up to a racing pace. Crago's going to finish a disappointing 30th after that. Hayner's going to finish 35th. Legacy, it is another camshaft issue on the floor. However, Legacy is driving a Honda. So, who knows? Alan Bledsoe gets his second win of the season? Yeah, second win of the season. Chase Carpenter gets second. That might be good enough in order to get back into the chase. Be able to stay in the hunt. Spencer in third. He was third in points already, so yeah. Just another day at the office for him. Langton in fifth. Very good day for him. That might get him up in there. Mullen in seventh. That might get him up in there. Merzlak, though, might be out because of a disappointing 15th place compared to everyone he was battling. Like, literally, everyone in the chase, with the exception of Lamas, Riles, and Ravenhurst. Oh, no, Riles finished up here, too. So, yeah. Oh, all 9 chase drivers finished in the top 9, or all 9 chase drivers finished in the top 19 or so. As that we have several. Wait, what? Hold on. Hang on. Whoa. Do we have some people running out of fuel coming across the line? Mullen, oh my gosh, that might affect the standings a little bit. Yeah, Mullen ran out of gas on the final lap of the race. Yeah, there are several drivers out of fuel. They would have had to dive down pit road, potentially. So Mullen actually falls down to 9th. And based on where everyone else finishes, because, like, okay, chasers are 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 5th, 9th, 12th, 15th, 17th, and 19th. Like, 4 of the top 5 drivers are chase drivers. We are gonna have to see how everything shakes out. As it was another crazy event here in the chase. So, yeah. We'll take a look at the point situation next time at Road America. That's right, the road course. The second road course of the chase. And the first race of the penultimate round. Then it's Martinsville. And then it's Atlanta. We're almost done, folks. We're almost there. We're on the final stretch. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you at the next race. So long, folks.